Hey, Chem Gang, let's show you how to get to the solutions on the problems you requested on the atom ion isotope worksheet. We'll get right to it. Um, so on most problems, the number of protons is the most important thing, also known as the atomic number. That's already filled in for you. But that tells you the element by looking on the periodic table. You look for the whole number 16, and you see that it's sulfur. So in the isotope symbol, you write sulfur and then the dash, and then you need the mass number, which is already written in as 34. So that's all done. The nuclear symbol is also all done. I can't format it here, so I'll just describe it. You'll have the capital S as the elemental symbol for sulfur. Upper left is the mass number, which is 34, and lower left is the atomic number, which is 16. So that's all set. Remember, in a neutral atom, the number of protons has to equal the number of electrons, so the positive and negative charge cancels out. So 16 protons means 16 electrons. And remember, neutrons plus protons equals the mass number. So, something added to 16 is going to give you 34. You can just find that by subtraction, and that's 18. All right, in E, let's see, we have the atomic number, and again, that is the number of protons by definition, 19, and in a neutral atom, it has to be the number of electrons as well. And you look on your periodic table to find the element. In this case, it's potassium. So I'll put potassium and then the hyphen. We don't have the mass number yet, so I'll just leave it there. The nuclear symbol would have a K, the symbol for potassium, and the lower left would be 19, the number of protons. And the only thing missing on all those symbols is the mass number, and we can get that by adding 21 neutrons plus 19 protons, gives a mass number of 40. Okay? And that goes after the hyphen in the isotope symbol, and it would go upper left in the nuclear symbol. All right. Oops. Oh, this was a problem here. I don't remember what that question was, but we're not going over that one. It was something about an element. What element? So one of the importance of these questions is understanding the terminology. An element is just one of the element names or symbols from the periodic table. An isotope, however, needs the element name and then the dash and then the mass number. Okay, and the nuclear symbol is the one with 3 parts to it. So I'll have to describe that one again. All right, so remember to find the element symbol, you look at the proton. 7 protons is nitrogen. So I write nitrogen here, and then the dash, and then I need the mass number, which is protons plus neutrons. Okay, 7 and 7 is 14. All right. C is looking for the nuclear or nuclide symbol. So 40 protons, I look on my periodic table. Element number 40 is, looking for it, zirconium. So Zr would be the symbol. The upper left is the mass number, which is protons plus neutrons. So upper left is 92, and protons is lower left, which is 40. And again, you have the answer key that has all these answers there. All right. Nuclear symbol for vanadium atom, well, V is the symbol for vanadium, so you'd put the capital V. And then you need the number of protons and the mass number. So what it doesn't tell you here is how many protons in vanadium, but that you can find on the periodic table. So you look up vanadium, you see it's element 23, which means 23 protons. So 23 is in the lower left, and the mass number, which is protons plus neutrons, or 23 plus 25 equals 48, is in the upper left. Right? F, you just have to know the definition of the symbol. Okay, in the isotope symbol, the number after the dash is the mass number. So if it asks for the mass number, it's 11. It's right in front of us. And for H, protons and sulfur, and that's one that the periodic table is going to tell you. Remember, you just look for the atomic number, the whole number on the periodic table, and that's the number of protons in the atom. So sulfur is element 16, and that's why the answer is 16. All right, we've got 2 problems on table 5. We've got E, and it tells us 52 protons, so that's going to tell me the element. Element 52 is tellurium, so I put tellurium there. And that would also, of course, go in the nuclear symbol. The nuclear symbol also includes the mass number, so 128 is in the upper left, and the number of protons, so 52 is in the lower left. But both of those are going to need the charge, and we can tell this is a charged species because it tells us right here. So put 2 minus, and again, make sure you're doing superscript and subscript and capitalization according to conventions. And let's see, Control Shift Plus. I think, yeah, there it is in superscript, and it would appear the same in the nuclear symbol in superscript. Again, you can look at the answer key. Neutrons, we get that the same way we did on the previous table. Neutrons plus protons must equal mass number. So if you just subtract the 52 from the 128, you get 76 neutrons. And electrons, the clue to electrons is always the charge. If the charge is 2 minus, that means there's 2 more electrons than protons. So if we have 52 protons, we must have 54 electrons. So remember, those electrons are carrying the extra negative charge. All right. Let's see what we're doing on F here. We have the mass number, number of neutrons. So we're going to have to find the number of protons first, and that's going to tell us a lot. So remember, neutrons plus protons equals mass number, so we're clearly missing 2 protons. And that tells me it's helium, so I can put, oops, cancel that, helium in this symbol, and of course the nuclear symbol as well. It tells us it's 2 plus, so I'll put the charge, oops, something's not working great. All right, so there's the charge, and of course superscript for that. And it will also be superscript in the nuclear symbol. You finish off the nuclear symbol by putting the mass number 4 in the upper left and the atomic number 2 in the lower left. Okay, and the last thing we need here is the electrons. And 2 plus charge means that there are 2 more protons than electrons. There's 2 extra positives. There are only 2 protons, so that means there are 0 electrons here. And we'll figure out how that happens a little bit later on. So that's 5. All right, and here we are for the last 3 questions. So the nuclear symbol, again, I will just describe it. First, we need the element, so we look at the proton 7. That's nitrogen again. The upper left is the mass number, which is protons plus neutrons. 7 and 7 is 14. And the lower left, of course, is the protons, which is just 7. So now we have to look for a charge, though, because this could be an ion, and it is an ion because the number of protons does not equal the number of electrons. So you see here there's 3 extra electrons, so that's why it has a charge of 3 minus. All right, C is probably the trickiest and probably the best question of all because it makes you think sort of one level higher. So it asks for the composition of the subatomic particles of scandium. Right? And you can just look at the periodic table and see it's element 21, so there have to be 21 protons for sure. And then by looking at the charge, that says there are 3 more positive charges or 3 more protons than electrons, so there must be 18 electrons. Right? It looks like there's no information on the neutrons here. Okay. However, it tells you that it's one of several elements for which only one stable isotope exists. Right? And that means when you look at the periodic table, it's representing the mass of only one isotope. And it's 54.956 AMU. Now remember, the mass number of an isotope has to be very close to the actual mass. So clearly the mass number is 55 here. And since there's only one type of scandium atom, you know that that's the mass number. It's not like there's multiple possibilities. And now we can get neutrons, because remember, protons plus neutrons has to equal the mass number. So we're missing 34 neutrons here. Okay. 21 and 34 adds up to 55. Oh, sorry, that's 45. My bad. So if it's 45, then it's going to be 24 neutrons. So 21 protons and 24 neutrons adds up to 45 mass number. D looks similar. Okay, it gives you the charge of an ion. And again, you can look up sulfur on the periodic table. It's element 16, so it's 16 protons. In this case, it has a 2 minus charge, remember, which means 2 extra electrons. They're the negative particles. So it must have 18 electrons. Right? And then we go for the mass number. For the number of neutrons. The problem now, though, is we don't have enough information because sulfur, like most elements, has more than one stable isotope. And it doesn't give us any information here as to which one it is. Right? So knowing that there could be several different ones, there's several different mass numbers, several different numbers of neutrons are possible. So the correct answer here is we are not given enough information to tell. That's it. If you got additional questions, let me know. Ask quick in class or email me. Bye.